Okay guys, so we're going to do a quick walkthrough of how to use the new Discord shop bot, and to take us through this is our very own programmer, Hellboy.
Yeah, so basically start off super simple with the buy command. It's basically the only command that's exclusive to the bot that you're really going to have to use. Uh, it's super simple. It's just !buy space the item code, which is going to be listed somewhere, space your X coordinate where you want the NPC to spawn, and then space the Y coordinate where you want your NPC to spawn. So we will go ahead if format wants to drop a buy command. From there, well, you can see the message would be deleted. That's kind of to protect your coordinates, privacy, whatnot. From there, you'll be prompted to pay a staff member the appropriate amount for the NPC that you want to buy. We're going to have a specific role set up for people that you can pay to process your order. It has to be the exact amount that is displayed.
I got a DM from the bot giving me a location using the iSurvive map to verify that the coordinates were exactly where I wanted to place them.
I guess I can go ahead and show that too once you guys go ahead with your orders.
Alright, so I'm going to pay.
So his order is the first one after the bot starts, so it's going to be processed instantly and fulfilled. So if you want to go ahead, Lucky, and place your own order.
Coming through.
Wrong prefix.
Changed it.
To be fair, we did just change it.
There we go.
And same deal, just go ahead and pay for it. Now you can see at this point that his payment has been detected, but his order didn't get fulfilled instantly. That's because after the first order that goes in, it waits about 30 seconds or so to basically collect all the orders that are incoming, and it's going to process them all at once. Basically like a queue system. So you'll see that come through shortly.
And that's just to limit the amount of clutter, I guess the bot would have to deal with trying to process all the payments at the same time.
Exactly. So we can see the 2 orders have been fulfilled. So if we flick over to basically what will be happening on the game server, we can see that 2 events will have been created once FileZilla connects me. I forgot to delete the previous events, but these are the 2 new events that have been created. One for format, one for Lucky, with a unique ID related to that order. And you can see both of them are active, which means they will spawn on the next server restart. So if we go ahead and restart the test server, you see that the bot will detect that the server is restarting. So those 2 orders that they just placed would now be considered spawned in game. So they can go ahead, go kill their NPCs, get the loot, all that good stuff. So I'll go ahead and place an order. And to demonstrate the PM that we were talking about earlier, basically just says that thanks for your order, and it's going to give you a link to a map of the coordinates that you provided, so you can double check that you actually that's where you want your NPC to spawn.
Yeah, which is handy. So you're not spawning it like in a building or you got the coordinates wrong, which it's easy to do if you just, put a 1 instead of a 7. Like it could be a completely different spot than you expected.
Exactly. So you go ahead and verify that. If all's good, go ahead and just pay somebody with a designated role. But let's say, for example, that no, like those coordinates aren't good. You haven't paid anything at this point, so you can literally just go ahead and place another order. And then from there, it's as simple as, again, just paying somebody that has the correct role. And again, I'm back in the queue system, so it's going to be a minute before my order gets processed. So we'll just wait for that to happen. But during this time, more people could be placing orders, and they'll all get processed as a batch. And there we have it. There would be my order, which should now show up in our events file on the game server. Yeah, and there it is. All active, however, the server has not restarted, so mine will not be in game just yet. So if we pop back over to Nitrado, give it another restart. See, another server restart has been detected. In my console, you can see that the orders have been deactivated, so we'll go back into our bot events. And we can see the first 2 orders that Format and Lucky placed. Now the active is set to 0, which means they're no longer active in game. You know, they've been given the chance to go and kill their NPC, and now the order's been fulfilled. The NPC is disabled, and as you can see, mine was placed prior to the first restart. Mine's still active and would now be spawned in game. So I could go in, kill my NPC, get the loot, and as of the next server restart, mine will also be disabled. Yeah, and then from there, you can place another order. You can place multiple orders. The only condition is that your order needs to be fulfilled before you can place another one. And as you see in the video, that takes like 30 seconds before it gets fulfilled, so not a big deal. So yeah, you can go ahead and hopefully it all works well and you can have fun with it.
So just real quick, do you want to like recap each of the steps, just like as if you were completing a transaction and what they would expect?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I can just do it super quick. So you start off with the buy command. It's going to be just !buy. One of the purchase codes that is going to be set up somewhere on the Discord so you can reference that. Make sure you're buying the NPC that you want. It's going to be the coordinate X for it to spawn in game, and then the coordinate Y for it to spawn in game. At that point, it's as simple as placing it. From there, you'll be prompted to pay a staff member. This uses your laws credits, by the way. It's not built in, so existing laws credits, anything, just pay with the laws bot. It'll detect it.
After you verified that it's the location that you
Oh.
really want.
Absolutely, like we went over. It's in a private message. I have too many of them. Open it up. That looks like a good spot for me. Probably wouldn't be if it was actually
Yeah,
but
in the middle of the road.
exactly. And then from there, literally just send the pay command. It's going to detect that you sent a payment.
And then you wait for the restart.
Yeah. That's about it. Within about 30 seconds, you'll see that that'll be processed. It'll be uploaded, and then all you have to do is wait for the server to reset next.
I don't think it gets any easier than that, man. I think you did a amazing job on this, and I hope that as long as everything goes well over the last little bit of testing, we can open this up in like a alpha or a beta phase.
Absolutely. And totally expect issues. You know, we've been testing it amongst ourselves and trying to overload it as much as we can, and basically all the different use cases that we can think of. We've got it to a point where it's working consistently every time we place orders. We place multiple orders, but we can't account for everything until it goes live and people actually start playing with it. So if you see anything wrong, something doesn't work correctly, just let us know and we'll do our best to fix that and make it right for you.
Just open a ticket. We'll take care of it. Awesome, man. Well, thanks for showing us how this works. And I think I can speak for everybody when I say that couldn't be more excited to see it in action.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see people get started using it and that hopefully it all goes well.
Awesome, man. Thanks again.